Hey, big head.
So on this EP, the hit single called Frozen was the track that gained the most attention. And this is how I was first introduced to your music. So you just told me that the story is to a T, the music video and the lyrics. I've seen the music video. So are you implying that there was domestic violence going on in this relationship?
Okay, no. So when the song is the song and the video is the video. So the video, it was more or less, I was trying to just give, just tell a story, more or less. And I felt like it would be good if I was like, okay, like, let me put in domestic violence there, because I know it's a lot of women who are, or men, whoever, are dealing with domestic violence that they never really talk about. And people on the outside think one thing and what's actually going on. And so, but I feel like it went with the lyrics perfectly, because like I said, in the song, it's like, you're saying how you're acting one way, but in the song, this is how you really acted, and no one knows this is what you're really doing. But no, there was no domestic violence in my relationship at the time. Some cheating, but that's about it. It was no domestic violence. I would kill somebody.
I thought I had to, you know what I mean?
No.
You know what I mean? I thought I had to cut it short. Like, we out, you know?
No.
Well, that's good, because I saw the video, and then I think it was like a bathroom scene. She was all good. Boom, blacked out, and then boom, she on the ground. I was like, no, this motherfucker didn't do that to Jovi'al.
That part is not, that domestic violence part is not based on a true story.
Okay.
But I just tell the story with the video. So that's how that came about.
Okay, all your fans out there, she's good.
Yeah, I wasn't beat on, y'all.
Yeah, like, she never got. Now she was beat on in the bathroom in elementary school, but that was the last domestic violence.
I'll never forget that. You know who you are, the girl who beat me up.
So what goes into creating songs for you? Do you like freestyle it in the booth with the beat playing, on repeat? Or do you have to do what some people do, which is kind of sippy, little smoky type thing to kind of relax themselves? What do you do to write a song?
So I feel like my structure of how I write songs have changed. When I first used to write songs, I used to write the song first before I listened to any beat. Now, what I do, because I used to YouTube all the time, how to become a better songwriter, how to write a hit song, and I was watching a YouTube video about Sia, and she's a songwriter, and she basically, she would hear something and she's not even saying any words. She's like, and nothing, and whatever, she's not saying anything. She just getting the melody, and she may hear a word and she would pop that word in there. And that's how I basically create my songs now. Majority of the time, if I would play the beat first, and then it can be something random. I may just be walking around and I see a word, and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna use stop, and I'll just put stop, and I'll write a verse. And that's just how it happened. That's kind of how it happened with Frozen. You guys said Rose. That's what happened. That's kind of what happened with Frozen. I don't know what was I doing. I think, was I at 7-Eleven? It was something that I was doing that had to do with something being icy. I think I was drinking a slushie or something. It must have been. And I was like, Frozen. And then that's where and I started thinking about that relationship that I was in. I was like, oh, okay. Like, now my heart's on Froze. And then I got that part. And then I just went down here and played the beat over and over and over again. A lot of times I come up with my verses first before I come up with my hook. And my hook takes a little longer sometimes, because I want it to be catchy, and I want it to be where people are gonna gravitate towards, or they're gonna remember it. You know what I mean? But now I write my hooks way faster than I used to. I used to be stuck in the studio all the time, and people was like, it don't take that long. Like, just write, just get it out. I've watched, like I said, I be on YouTube all the time watching interviews of artists like Nicki Minaj, when she talked about how Lil Wayne was get in the booth and just record, write this shit. It don't take that long. You shouldn't be spending hours and hours and hours to write a song. You know what I mean? And then you see him get in there and just freestyle the shit, and it's fire. Right. So yeah, I can be anywhere. I can be doing anything. I can be washing dishes and a word may come up and I'm like, oh. But I do a lot of voice memos because I have a bad habit of forgetting how I want the song to go. Right. For Frozen, I'm like, I had to do a voice memo. Now my heart's on Frozen. I didn't want to say anything. I'm like, okay, now I remember it. I'll come back to it. So yeah.
That's good. And you title them too? Oh, this is for this beat.
No, I normally write down the beats, but I title the songs later.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I would like. Sometimes off back I can be like, okay, I want that song to be named this. But like Pressure. It just sometimes my songs can come to me in the middle of the night. Like Pressure, I wrote Pressure at like 3:00 in the morning. I don't even know why I was up, and it just the song just came to me, and I just wrote it and finished it that night. That was the first time I really had wrote a verse and a hook and finished it all in one setting without being like, okay, I'll come back to this.
And that's a good song too. I like that song. And that one's also on the EP. Go check it out. And you're streaming what, on all platforms?
Yes, I am.
Go ahead and give those out on all your platforms.
Huh?
I said, go ahead and say all your platforms that they can find your music on.
Oh yeah, it's on Spotify. It's on.
What?
Sorry, my phone. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's on Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and I also have, of course, some videos on YouTube that you should check out as well.
And what's the name to look for?
Jovi'al is Jovi'al.
Boom. I'll also try to put a link in that robot video for everybody who want to see it. You can go check it out. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Okay, so you say you write all your songs, so you have no team, no partner. You just write everything by yourself.
I write everything by myself. Yeah.
And is that like an ego thing? Is that like a Sagittarius thing? Is that what it is? You don't want nobody taking none of your credit or what?
No, that's not. It's not that. I would definitely write with other people. I mean, just for the song "Unreliable," I did a song with me and my Keela. Rewrote that together. But yeah, like I would definitely write with other songwriters. I just haven't really connected with other songwriters that I would write with for my own personal songs.
Right.
I do enjoy writing my own songs, yes, but I wouldn't mind collabing with someone and creating a song. But I'm very particular too. Like I'm very picky. So I may take out a word and put my own shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just depends. But I've definitely worked with other people where what's his name? JC Miles. We actually recorded a song, but I never released it. But when we were writing, I take feedback too. He's like, okay, well, like maybe you shouldn't use that word. Like maybe you should use this word, kind of thing. So I've definitely worked with people who were like, give feedback, and I would consider their feedback and then put that into the song as well. But I would definitely write with other songwriters. I think everyone, I wouldn't say everyone, but I'm pretty sure majority of people in the industry have a team of writers that they work with, because there's nothing like having multiple brains, multiple experiences to go into the song. You know what I mean? It's not just one-sided or just my own personal view. It's from other people's views as well.
I'm through, let my heart so ferocious. Tell them why I stood that